going to round 3 soon.
And on stream, we're gonna have who?
I requested through no bias of my own.
No bias. There's no bias, folks. None.
I requested Ray Chow. Not only did he win Portland ReRaise, but he's my local.
family?
Yeah, he's my local.
Yeah.
But there's no bias, obviously.
None. There's none.
But he does play a different deck, so it's going to be a deck that we haven't seen anything like so far.
Correct. So it'll be something interesting to put on stream versus OD. Do we have to update the?
They do it for us. So. And I don't know who his opponent is. Oh, his opponent is Patrick from Arizona.
Okay, so Patrick is going to be man.
He was playing
Retainers.
Yes. No. Sophie.
Sophie retainers, if I'm right. He's actually using
he should have changed it. I think I was told to change it enough.
Did he change it? Okay.
Last month. That's what I heard.
I mean, if that's the case, more power to him. Yeah. We'll see the double effect of Sophie if he does get it from Mount. Be a fucking amazing.
Yeah, Patrick. He was playing Sophie at multiple re-raises. He's kind of really good at top 8ing or top. He has day 2'd almost every re-raise he's been to. We'll see if he can actually convert to.
Yeah, this will definitely be an interesting match. We'll see how each player plays it. On the bottom.
I think that's bad. We had to request people to go on stream, so there's a lot of switcheroonies. We have Panatony, I think that's his last name. Patrick from Arizona.
I'm guessing there.
And Ray Chow from Seattle.
So it's Patrick versus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. What's Pat's last name? Is it Panatony? Panatony.
They're putting it up now.
No.
Ray how? How did he win?
Hey, he's doing it. Deck's apparently working, right?
Yeah.
Howdy. You could always see J Duff in here. You've missed it all, man. You've missed the entire tournament and round 2.
Attack of the Square Enix software.
The Square Enix software is the worst. Is there about to be a? There's not a repair. You are 4 gens behind me. That's the problem.
And Irving played in the tournament.
Yeah.
So.
We are on drink 5 to your 4 gens, so you better catch up.
All right. It's we're resolving mulligans. What we do in Seattle is the superior way. We do odd or even. Only requires 1 die roll.
Is that exactly what you do?
Yeah, because you name odd or even.
Okay.
You can never tie. So obviously, it's the best die rolling with it.
All right. So, like I said, I think you said Pat is on Earth.
Earth, Wind, Sophie.
And then we have Ray that's possibly on Wind Lightning.
I think he's the one on Wind Lightning. That's what I was been told.
We'll see it.
And if he lied to me, then
you're gonna have to.
Stream, bro.
He's no longer your friend at that point in time.
He told me he was playing Wind Lightning.
We see Ray going on to a mulligan. I think Pat kept his opening hand, and he's actually going first.
I see a Black Waltz in his hand.
Oh, we see it.
Okay.
So I think this is what Pat played almost
Last set.
The
Yep.
last set, right? And he played it's the 5 cost with wall bringing in stuff for free, right?
Wall is discounted for every 5 costs you play. And then every 5 costs after you play wall, once per turn you draw a card. This also synergizes with Sophie, who although is a 2 CP 5k, when you play a cost character of 5 or more, she basically does her damage doubled to a forward.
So we see Pat actually going Norse Talon into searching a Lail and playing the Lail.
Yep, back up into backup. What's up, Rob? Love you too. Okay.
Well, we started early, but it's all good.
We have Kalia Chaval into Quan. So this is the new Quan.
What does the new Quan do exactly?
All right, so Quan has hidden text. She says if you have 1 forward, you can use her ability, and it costs 1 mana, I think, and tapping herself. So 2 mana essentially. She can haste a forward and give it plus 2k.
Okay.
And it gains haste.
So we see 2 lightning backups. We've now gone a semi Lafia, is that correct?
Semi Lafina.
Yeah. And pass.
Probably just pass. That's a very good curve.
Yeah, that's a very good curve already. We can see probably the next play has to be a Star Sybil if he has it in hand.
I think the only complaint, which is not even a complaint that Pat has, is doesn't have any 5 costs on board, so his wall is going to be still expensive.
His wall is going to be expensive, but he can also, if he does do a semi, or not a semi, a Star Sybil, that anything 5 is coming in for free.
Yep. And so
we're going now.
North Talon, maybe? Yep.
Yep, he went North Talon himself, so we see both sides having a North Talon.
This is a gentleman's game. We play backups, we're not killing each other.
Yeah, it's not all aggro blitz. We see 3 backups on each side. What did he search for? The
Fiona.
FFTCG lightning backup?
No, this is the wind.
Oh, there's Fiona. Okay.
Great full art, by the way. But you can pay essentially 2 wind and 2 anything, and then tap her to search for any character in your hand.
He went ahead and discarded and played a Fiona. So he's at 4 backups too, and here comes the Star Sybil. So Star Sybil's going to search for 11 character, which what is he grabbing, do you think?
Probably a Puru or Shantoto. Or a Prish.
Oh,
I see Prish.
You saw Prish right there.
I think he's at the point where he wants to do something, because I think he has 5 cards in hand or 4 cards in hand.
But neither have played a forward yet, so neither are like threatening each other at any point, right?
Yeah, so that's like kind of the
Did he
sneaky.
just go get another Star Sybil?
No, that's a Puru.
Okay.
So that's kind of the sneaky thing about Raise deck is Quan haste a forward. So you can always just play 1 forward at a time and deal a point of damage.
But this Puru is coming in for free.
Essentially.
Yeah, he's just discarding and then he's just getting whatever he wants.
Probably. So you can see here in Pat's Breakzone, he has a Man in Black and a Lock. So he's playing off-color cards in his deck. So like it's really powerful, but it's not very consistent. And you can see he has no Tyro, so you can't actually play these except by cracking Star Sybil. Especially, well, he can't play Lock unless he draws another ice card.
I'd like to see where this Lightning Wind deck goes and what it's actually doing. See how they're going to affect his board state. Right now it's Ray's turn.
He needs to crack the Star Sybil and play a Tyro, probably. Yeah, and
Correct.
both of these players are 2-0. We're trying to bring you the most entertaining, undefeated decks that we haven't seen before.
Did Ray pass his turn?
He's thinking. So a big part of Ray's strategy is Man in Black. He has Quan to haste him. This is not what you want to see.
What is that?
It's the Liar. It's a 1 CP Black Mage.
Okay, so he's just playing the yeah.
It's not very good on empty board. It kills something sometimes. Okay, but we're hasting in, going in. That's a really good hit because Prish would just kill it for free, basically.
Yeah,
because Prish is a fight, so Liar's
and
a
he used the backup to haste it, I'm guessing.
Quan can haste it every
Okay,
time,
awesome.
as long as you have 1 forward.
Gotcha.
I would say Pat's kind of in control of this game right now because
Yeah, Pat's about to get a lot of advantage based on the board state. I'm wondering if Ray's deck has to have Pat with forwards on the board before he can actually start functioning correctly.
I think a big
there's
problem.
Sophie, and Sophie played, and there it is.
Sophie wall.
The wall kills something and pass turn. Now, where does Ray go from here? Because now actually Patrick has 2 forwards to 0. So, like I said, this comes back to what I was asking. Does Ray's deck have to function by using those?
And these cards are both must answers. Like you have to kill wall, otherwise he'll draw you a card every turn.
Correct.
Sophie will kill a forward every turn.
Oh, and he already went past turn with just the wall, so that's actually advantage Patrick, because Patrick is gonna be able to attack over that and then just play something without a problem. Now I can imagine him cracking the star or Sybil.
I think he eventually wants to play tarot.
You're right, and then just opening up his board, because right now he's at 7 in hand, and if I'm correct, he didn't play but 2 cards last turn.
He still has the man in black as well.
Yeah, and I can imagine that's where he wants to go, but I don't know if he had any summons in the break zone at this point.
So Earth Wind is traditionally a toolbox deck. You can kind of guess that Ray is playing Man in Black in his deck because we can see some summons in the bin. We can see like Asura. I think there was a Ramu in there. But Pat has, a Leyland play as well as a
there goes the block.
Presumably Mist Dragon,
Yeah. But here's the hard part, because like I said, pretty much he's drawing a card for any 5-cost character he gets. So he's okay, so he goes there. And just pass, yeah, because he doesn't have to actually pressure at this point. He's got protection for wall and just pure value coming in. Like I said, I'm running what Ray is running in order to stop this at this point. Like there's no board clears in Wind Lightning.
Yeah.
Except for Fellow Thanos. But Fellow Thanos is such a niche card because you have to make sure that your opponent has active forwards. Like the only thing else he can be running is an Exodus, but that Yishitola is going to cause him a really hard time.
You have Luso?
I don't think Luso's going to do it in a Wind Lightning deck.
Whoa. First of all, Irving was speaking for himself.
Yeah, listen, you're not readying 7 cards or getting 7 cards out on Wind Lightning.
It's actually not that bad because you have Asura and Man in Black. You're playing Mono Wind with cool purple cards.
Mono Wind, yes. Wind Lightning, no.
Okay, so we're playing Light Lightning here. Oh, and we get a haste and bounce. That's kind of cool. That's not something we've seen before. So Lightning has an ETB, or not ETB, attack trigger that says choose 1 forward. You may return it to its owners. So you can bounce your own forwards. You can bounce your opponent's forwards. That's pretty good against Pat's wall because wall itself doesn't get an ETB. Sometimes if you bounce Meta Metal, you feel really bad.
Correct.
Or like you don't want to bounce your opponent's forwards.
Right.
But in this case, it was fine. Like you can bounce Yishitola or wall.
Right now we have 2 damage on Patrick and 1 damage on. No, he didn't take any damage at all.
He traded Solar.
So he has the wall still in hand, which he can play for. I think he has 2, so he's playing that for 3. I did see the 2 CPs at Ain, if I'm correct. Also,
I think Pat has like 8 cards in hand. So
yeah,
he has to have something.
I mean, he's just trying to plan out. Like I see the Tyro there, so I can see the star symbol be broken. Correct.
I was trying to talk
right
Pat out of playing Lock last night, but because he never could play it against me. But he's like, no, it's really good, and we'll see if he can play this game.
Oh no, he's going
very toss.
That lightning's gone. And then that Yishitola is coming in for free. Unless he doesn't attack, and then he just holds it back because he doesn't want to get. I don't know if he's playing any EX burst in Ray's deck that will kill it, so you don't want to lose that lightning or the Yishitola, right?
There's not many bursts in the Wind Lightning that will kill stuff.
I don't know if he's playing Odin 5 cost or 7. I actually don't know how far he went into the Odin package.
Ray's deck is interesting. It can go a lot of ways, and we don't really know. And it looks like he just lets it die. Okay. Look what Lock does, bro.
3 costs.
CP.
Yeah. Now that Zidane is getting a free card and being able to attack and getting a second card from the Wind Lightning deck.
This is not looking good for Ray.
No. And then here we go. And then here we go with the
Pre-combat. So Lightning has cards like
But here's the thing is,
2 CP Ramu.
so yes, but if he's asked the 2 CP Ramu, he's just going to negate it with the Yashtola because that's -2, and then this Zidane's going to steal whatever he has and take a damage.
And not only is he Ixion, kind of the same thing. But not only is he negating it, he also had to pay 2 cards from hand.
Right, that's my
That's
point.
so
So like
expensive.
he only has 2 cards left in hand, right? Is that what I'm seeing? Or does he
Yeah.
have 3?
He has 2.
Pat
Pat has like 5 backups, 4 forwards, and like 2 cards in hand.
Right, so I guess he's
let
just
it
gonna
die.
let it happen, right?
I think Y'shtola is more important to him because it
Because now he has to use more. He got an EX Burst BB to get the Black Waltz or get a Black Mage back. So he's gonna go get.
Oh, it definitely gets 1.
Yeah, he only gets 1.
I'm pretty sure we want to get Black Waltz 3. You can start the loop of, if Black Waltz 3 dies, pick up 2 guys.
Well, but you have Pat running Earth Wind, so you imagine that he has a Mist Dragon in there. So
Black Waltz.
the only thing that's stopping him from probably using that Mist Dragon right now is the fact that it was an EX Burst.
Black Waltz 3 is also interesting because it can kill Y'shtola with the break effect.
Correct.
So the fact that we got a Solar kind of shows that we don't care about this Y'shtola. Or we don't have another Black Maiden.
Jeff, nobody's running back attack Janai.
Unless it's in cube.
Unless it's in cube, that's right.
See what Ray can do to claw back into this game.
So I can only imagine that right now he's looking at the Mist Dragon if he has it in hand. Because that could be a blowout as far as if he plays the 3-cost Black Mage and expecting the Black Mage recursion.
So one thing that Ray can kind of play for that's like kind of a weakness of Pat's deck is deck out.
Yes.
There's so many EX bursts that search. There's Tyros, there's Sark Sibyls, Wall draws you cards.
So here we have the Black Mage Blade.
Okay, so you got it.
Yeah. So he went straight past.
But yeah, you can kind of deck out the Sophie decks, especially if they can't kill you. Wall forces them to draw every time.
Like I said, I thought he was playing a Noctis in his deck just because of the triggered effects from it, but we'll see. Even if he took out the retainer package, the Noctis itself will break a lot of stuff. But he has a lot of different options here. So you can break the Star Sybil for another 5. You can so I see that he has the Man in Black in hand. So that's actually super good, depending on if he has that Mist Dragon in the deck. Or in the break zone.
He really wants to get this Tyro down, because like Lock and Man in Black are just dead cards. Like, I think he should probably start Sybil into play Tyro.
He 100% should.
But his deck, his
he can
hand
just
is
attack
so
right now.
good.
Yeah, like right now he can just attack over this Black Mage without an issue. So
His
now
board is so good.
Ray has to worry about, does he have the Mist Dragon in hand? Because if he does, just blocking with this Black Mage ruins his entire break zone and grabbing any Black Mages back.
I think our best play here is to kill Y'shtola.
Ray should be at 3 cards if I'm correct. So here comes the break to the Y'shtola, right?
Okay, so does Quan give 2K or does it give 1?
That I'm gonna check.
I know it gives some K. But still, it's pretty expensive to do his ability. Okay. So we kill Y'shtola. Now do we pump here? Because discarding to use Quan's effect is still really like, granted you get 2 cards back, but like still very painful. So Ray ended up taking the damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. QUAM?
QUOM.
So Quan gives +2.
Oh, so Quan does get +2. So it would be a trade. A lot of times when you're playing card games, or specifically FFTCG,
Yeah, but here's
a lot of the thing is that you just confidently go into, like, especially old times when there's less effects, you can just confidently go into attack and be like, attack, and your opponent's like,
so
he has something.
he just broke the star symbol for nothing and played the Tyro.
Yeah. It's interesting because he has a man in black.
Right. I don't know why you. I guess he has no summons in the break zone now, so the man in black serves no purpose.
Oh.
He went for the Zidane.
So I think Pat has realized that one of the ways that Ray can win is by decking him out. So Zidane is like
An alternate win.
it's an alternate. It decks your opponent, and it starts giving you more of their cards. So like it doesn't matter how bad their forward is, as long as you can play it. Could also be that Pat ends with 5 cards in hand, because of the wall draw, and he doesn't want to overpay or anything like that.
That's still interesting that you wouldn't at least play the. I mean, what does he have in Ray's deck that would be able to eliminate all of them? Do you think he's playing a negative? I mean, because like it's a free play, right? So at least you get another free forward on the field. So if you can't eliminate the entire board, you have a third forward.
6 CP Felthanos is pretty good. You know, we kind of meme about how bad Veritas is as a card, but like, it's kind of presenting a problem for Pat here. He's gonna have to like kill it without trading his Black Waltz 3. So he really doesn't want to lose backups. Not against someone who's so set up. Meanwhile, Pat has a Lael up already.
Well, he also has that Veritas, and that Veritas is going to cause him not only to he can't attack with that Black Man.
Yeah.
Well, if he, like without dropping another, so that's going to leave him at 1 forward.
It's like we're playing Althea. One of the best win backups in the game. Lets him replay stuff, save his forwards, searchable off North Talon. So it looks like we're just doing Althea Pass. We do have the mana to do Quan to pump the Black Waltz 3.
He's just playing the one like right now. Patrick can't attack over him because of this Quan. Is that for
he can trade?
He can trade.
But Quan has this thing which I like to call hidden text, which is text that's always there, but most people don't see it because it's not really relevant, or
right.
they don't
so
see the
people
card.
Lose the fact that it gets plus 2k, right?
Yeah.
But then he's gonna net 2 cards from the Black Mage.
Okay, it looks like Pat's doing lock things.
Oh, so he's about to lock down that Black Mage and make him discard it?
Probably. And he's probably going to tell me how good the card is after the match if he wins,
Yeah.
He's like, I told you this card was so broken.
This one lock that I have in this deck is going to make the biggest difference. But no. So we've seen that he actually has 2 in the deck so far. So I'm guessing he's running a 3-pack together, right?
I don't know, bro. I would run 0, but we'll see.
I believe this is Meridian's deck also.
Oh, it's not mine. All right, so it looks like Pat has Shadow Lord in his hand too. Yep, that's a Shadow Lord.
I think he was, like I said, I'm not sure if he's playing the Mist Dragon, but I'm pretty sure he was waiting to get it before he kills this.
This is quite a tricky spot to be Ray because we're so far down.
Is he playing the lock now off of 8?
I think he casts Kusith, so it's 6.
Okay.
6 CP.
So you dull freeze 2, and then you make him discard 1.
Yeah.
So I would dull freeze the Fiona, and the
That's interesting that he's not dull freezing the Black Mage.
Well, he used the Quan. Well, no, because he actually did he use the Quan ability on the Black Mage now?
He did.
He did.
But like, so this means that Pat has a Mist Dragon in hand?
I'm trying to see his.
Or is okay with him getting 2 cards back.
Correct.
When you're so far ahead, maybe you don't care.
No, you don't, because right now that Black Mage absolutely does nothing but get 2 cards back into hand. So like he doesn't care about this trade. So yeah, trade, get 2 cards back.
An interesting thing here is
but now he's gonna get a free damage in. So like he has the Black Mage package going, but what are you actually doing with the Black Mage? Like you're gonna be overspending to kill his 6 or his 8 and his 6.
Interesting thing going on here is Ray stacking his damage horizontally, which is not 3 damage I've ever seen before.
Is he at 3?
Yeah, he's at 3.
Okay. So yeah, Pat's in no worry right now. Because even if he replays that Black Mage, so he's gonna probably go with BB, replay the Black Mage, right?
Live update. Matthew Okamoto took the game over Brian Berkeley in round 3.
Oh well, that was a
Two,
good matchup.
two teammates, only one can win.
That's a team kill right there.
But they're both on mono win. So broken rule.
They are both on mono win, so 2 mono win players. One's got to win, right? This Veritas, I think, is going to cause a lot of issues for Ray because Ray is not going to block.
So no Shinkoto, you can't RFG it.
There's nothing you can do at this point. Like even if he had a fellow Thanos to break the board, he's breaking a lock. And a 9K lock, he's got 2, so he's gonna play this Black Mage again or Black Bolts.
So a card we haven't seen yet that's very strong in wind is Typhoon.
Did he just play 1 for the almost?
Okay, no, I think he paid 2. He paid with Althea, which is like slightly off our camera.
Okay, I didn't see the Althea is in the corner, so I can't see it. And then now he's played a
Solar, so this will be cast 2, so you can untap 2.
So untap 2, which I'm guessing he will do the Quan.
Probably Althea and Atomos trigger. So I'm not sure what the exact wording here is, but I think you can do Atomos trigger and then pay the Solar. So we're trying to figure out if he can pay the Solar effect after untapping with Atomos. Effectively saves him the card. I think you can.
So it would be a double trigger.
Yeah, 2 triggers, so you can
2
stack.
triggers, yes, you should be able to.
Okay, so we're paying a Solar, kill lock.
But from what I saw, I thought Pat had another lock in hand, so that's why he didn't care that if a lock dies.
He also paid 6 CP for his locks.
Yeah.
Granted, it was 4 because he drew a card off wall.
And now he's about to pass turn. This Veritas is still coming in. About to deal the 4th damage, and I believe Pat is. He still has that man in black in hand.
That's a Prishan, isn't it? This is a tech to kill Atomos or
So if that's a little 3-cost push, then that's going to come in to break something.
2 CP kills monsters.
2 CP to kill a monster. Okay.
Yeah.
So there goes Atomos.
He always plays that card because I always play Skill Totem with test.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Okay. So I think Pat needs to start getting in damage here.
Well, he's going to put him at 4 damage.
Especially because he hasn't drawn Mist Dragon. Oh, because the Solar can block.
Like he can't block this. Even if he blocks this Veritas, it's so.
Yeah, but he's not taking damage.
Yeah.
So he could technically use Semi Lafina to kill
He
the
could.
Solar. Oh, he took the damage.
So that'll put him at 4 damage to 2. And then what are we going to see here? We're going to see if there's the Man in Black, and the Man in Black is getting the Kusith.
Okay.
So now Pat is online to pretty much grab whatever he wants.
And not only can he grab anything he wants, he can use it to make these chump blocks ineffective with the Man in Black.
Correct. So what I can imagine Pat doing next turn is casting the Kusith for the wall, and then bringing the wall in for cheap.
Or lock.
Or lock. That's also very true. Well, here's the thing: is he can actually cast the Kusith, attack with the Man in Black, bringing back the lock, and then playing the lock the next right after that.
And he can stop something from blocking, which is insane. So Ray's kind of in a rough spot. We're gonna need to see some combo plays.
So this has always been my issue with Wind Lightning. It's the fact that if somebody gets a board that's this long or this wide, what do you do to stop it? Like you have to use a lot of cards in order to eliminate the board. And him using the Black Waltz combo and Pat playing 5 or more, like you're not eliminating.
Yeah. So the fact that we didn't block with the Solar kind of implies that we have a BB, well, which we did pick up a BB.
So that's a Noel.
Noel's good.
So Noel will come in.
It might not be enough, but it's very good.
It's gonna at least get him something for next turn. He must have some idea what he wants to search for, right?
I think he's gonna have to kill stuff with it. What card is that?
I'm not actually sure what that is.
I think it's Kelger. That's a Kelger. That's the new Wind Legend. It's a 4 CP AK. It gains Brave and Haste or something like that if your opponent has no 5 cost.
So he has.
So he's
gonna stop the Noel from attacking completely.
Right,
from
but the Kelgar you can pay 1 win to break it forward at cost 5 or more on entry. So he's using that to kill Men in Black. In response, Pat is casting 2 Civ to stop the Noel from attacking because he doesn't want the Noel trigger.
and he grabbed was that a Prish?
I wasn't looking when I was trying to explain it.
So I'm guessing he's going to play the Prish next turn and just to kill that Noel.
Well, he has a Prish in place, so he has to chump like suicide it or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly he grabbed from that and then hand on that point on.
Okay.
So
the Kelgar is a very strong blocker, though. I think it has first strike.
he's a strong blocker, but the problem comes is I see Sham Toto, I see a Zidane.
Yes, this Matchless Glory pointed out that was a slight misplay. If we played the Kelgar first and we broke the Man in Black, then Noel would basically be free to attack because you can't cast 2 Sith and target the Noel.
Correct. And that was actually the order of playing stuff is very important because the Noel would have came in, then nothing would have been able to stop him, right?
Right. You know, sometimes you don't, when you're on stream or you're playing and you're like kind of in a losing position, you get nervous.
Okay. So now he's played the Sophie. So I'm imagining that Sophie's about to go a little bit nuts, maybe, depending on what he has in hand. I don't see what he has a Zidane in hand. So he's playing the Zidane.
I think we really want to also
Zidane is into a Zidane. Going here.
Lock.
Oh, and now we're going into the lock. So the lock's gonna kill the Noel.
No, the Sophie's gonna, well, because the lock came in, then Sophie's gonna kill him.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right.
Correction. The Sophie's gonna kill the Noel.
Yep.
Then he's gonna dull freeze to the 2 forwards and make him discard.
I think he dull froze Althea. So you can get 2 attackers here. Oh, you can get Christian Veritas to come in.
He blocked.
Okay.
The coming in
that we talked about. Ray's in trouble now.
Yeah, that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forwards on the board to his 1.
Dull throw this.
Yeah, dull throws in, and he's at 4 damage, right? Or is he at 5 damage now?
He is at 4. 4, I think. He can Althea the Kelgar again, but like that's only it's killing one thing.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is 100% the problem with when lightning is the board clear ability.
I think you're forced as Blue KH19 is talking chat. I do think the Lusa is probably the strongest board clear option.
It's the strongest board clear, but think about what you have to do in order to get that.
You have to play Asura, you play Rosa, Man in Black Kane. I mean, these cards all go together.
But I don't think Ray's playing any of those. I haven't seen any of that same combo.
I think Ray is playing the Black Waltz package instead because they all take so many slots.
Right. So if you're playing the Black Waltz package, you're running 3, 6, 9 Black Waltz just in itself, or Black Mages that are causing the issue. Now, yeah, that is correct. The Lail is causing a lot of issues. He can't, if he is running a Asura, he can't get anything back.
Yeah, I guess when you choose the Black Mage package, you kind of accept that you're going to have a better matchup for some decks and a worse matchup than others, and you have to assess whether that's worth it or not.
Well, that's any deck that you bring into anything, right? You got to see, okay, X deck will probably beat me. Is there enough going to be of X deck that's going to beat me?
And I always say, nah, no shot.
No, I mean, it would be a super hard. Wind Lightning has definitely been on the downside. I think until when Board Lightning gets a actual good board clear, it's going to be hard.
Whoa, I'm on Team Luso here.
You are on Team Luso. Go for it.
Okay, so Ray's kind of doing the thing where he's like, what can I actually do here? We'll see if he figures out if he has the answer. Man in Black.
So he played his own Man in Black, which is getting Ixion.
Okay, this is really good.
So the Ixion will be good because it's going to clear out the Zidane, Sophie, and the Prish. But
did you just put it in his hand?
Yeah.
That's not going in his hand.
No, he needs to.
Can you
hold on one second.
Thank you. Oh, you can. So combat here, we cast You got it?
Yeah, it should be under the Ixion is actually under the Man in Black right now.
Were we just wasn't I just blind?
You were no, it's kind of hard to see because of the camera angle.
Okay. Cool. So if we didn't
But
interrupt
the problem is even if he casts the Ixion, he has to have a second Ixion because of the Lail that's still standing up.
well, we have a Ramu here. It's like kind of one. So he's gonna 7K the Sophie and
Yeah,
double
but knowing that he has the Ixion, you just take the Ramu, right?
I'm kind of the opinion that it doesn't matter what Pat does.
Well, at this point, yeah, because
Yeah,
right now
he's so ahead. You know?
he's so far ahead. But he has one. Well, he's going to stop somebody from attacking.
Yes.
So he's stopping the Veritas from attacking.
Okay.
Now he's doing 7K, and then. So Pat's big thing is that he has to break that Man in Black this turn, because if not, this same combo is going to continue on, right? Well, no, wait.
He could just run over.
He can't target the Veritas because of the wall on the field.
Right. I think they're catching that right now. Yep. Good catch. That counts, dude. That counts as a missed thing. I mean, they caught it, so it's fixed.
Yeah, it's been fixed.
Okay, so we can just run in our guys now.
Yeah, well, this is just literally you're just ramming everything, right? Like he's not going to block the lock with the 9K.
I don't even know if he wants to block with Veritas here, to be honest.
What does Pat have that like he's attacking with his Veritas?
He has semi-Lafina.
Oh, to deal the extra K, yeah.
Hidden text. Actually,
you know, sometimes we like to read cards, right?
Funny story. Pat actually didn't know this in Oregon, until we told him, and he's like, "Oh,
there's actual card text on the card." You know,
I think it might have mattered too. I think he might have lost around because he didn't know.
So let's see what we're going to go on here. So he did block. He did take, and he did semi.
Oh my God! Hidden text, bro. Semi-Lafina.
So now he is activating 2 forwards and attacking with Zidane. So he's going to net and then drop into. And that's GG, my folks.
Well played. You want to interview?
So yeah, let's bring Pat in here and we'll talk to him about his depth and we'll see what exactly changes he made compared to when he was testing and what he actually brought out, right? So right now we have Pat who just won his last match. Pat, tell us about your deck, exactly how you came about it. I believe last night it was a little different than what we ended up today. So to talk to us about it.
Yeah, so I always go through a lot of last minute changes like anyone else. Just play testing some games. I got some ideas to change some stuff around. And I had a small retainer package that I ended up cutting just for like the 3-drop aggression Yustola because my deck is very kind of board dependent. So I just wanted to protect my game plan.
So last night, if I'm correct, you had the Noctis package in there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How did you feel about that package at all?
It's all right. I feel like I wasn't playing enough of them for them to be worth it, so I just took them out. I feel like they're good if you have a lot of them, so yeah, I just took them off.
Yeah, it just didn't have really sort of more their purpose than what you were already doing. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So in this matchup, we saw that you went against Wind Lightning, and that you were actually able to just pretty much control the board. Once you got to a certain point, you were able to control the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel like at any point that you were behind, or did you actually feel ahead the entire game?
Anytime Blackwall 3 comes down, it's kind of scary. It's just so much value on that one forward, and he can like interact with my Sophie and just kill it for free basically, and some of my other cards. But I ended up opting just for like this Zidane game plan, so I just killed what I had to kill, and then just kept playing Zidane and locked and whatever.
So I was actually looking to see if you had Mist Dragon in the deck. Is Mist Dragon in the deck?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you were just waiting for it, because I was like, hey, if he just has that one Mist Dragon, that pretty much you eliminate everything that he's trying to do, right?
Yeah, I just didn't see any. I have 2 on there.
Well, anything you want to say to the people out there?
Shout out to the rice fields.
Shout out to the rice fields, man. Listen, that was a great game. Me and Ryan were watching it. We saw that you were pretty much ahead. Most, they got early damage did come in, but pretty much after that, it was like, hey, Pat's got it. Like, I didn't know if anything else as far as how you could have, like.
Yeah, I was a little scared, like, if he had, like, the Fel Thanos backup. That was the only thing I was kind of scared of, and that's why I ran out of an early stole.
Yeah.
Because I had, I had my wall and some other stuff I wanted to protect, but, if he had that, I'd kill all my active forwards and ruin the game.
But you were always able to have those 9Ks on board, which were higher than whatever he had.
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing that he had was the Quan, but then he only has to have 1 forward on the board. But you were able to to go wide to about what, 6 forward, 7
Yeah.
forward.
At the end there, about 5, 6, 7.
So, well, it looks like you're 3-0, right?
Yep.
So we're continuing this, and we're about to go to a lunch break. I think is the next round.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's actually started now. So if you want to go get lunch, it was amazing to see you play, and it was great to have you.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Appreciate the commentary.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
So to everybody out there, we are going into a lunch break for an hour, and then we will be back. Yes, Joe, we are at drink number 4 or 5. We are definitely feeling the good times. I wish everybody was here, honestly, from this community, because it is just an amazing time for you guys to be out here and to see everyone. So if anybody actually gets to go to one of these events or has a chance to go to these events, please come out and just enjoy this community, because honestly, this community is what makes everything the best thing that it can possibly be. Lots of love to all of you guys, and I hope I see you soon. And I hope that everybody gets to enjoy this re-raise, whether you're watching or whether you're here in person. So we're going to be on a lunch break, and we'll see you soon.